So I just picked up Julia, and I must say her combos, man, there's something else. So I'll show this to you, huh? This part, and then in the end, 104 damage, but as you can see, wall to wall. I mean, her wall travel, it's just insane. Now you might say, well, it's her down forward 2-1 starter that just pushes them forward a lot, so yeah, you get a lot of distance. But it's not only that. I mean, if you check her hop kick, it's up forward 4-3, and you do a combo here, the same kind of big boy combo. And well, this was also wall to wall, so yeah. It's not only that combo, she just has a lot of wall travel. Now I actually find this a really fun combo to do, but it's a big boy combo, so you're not going to do this with your eyes closed and 2 fingers up your ass. So yeah, you really have to practice this. So what I'm going to show you is I'm going to explain the combo to you, I'm going to explain to you where the combo gets hard and where you really have to practice and concentrate. And then in the end I will show you a few other launchers where you can use this combo. So let's say you're a Mishima main, you like hard combos, well, give this a shot. Now in the end I'm going to go over a few other combos of Julia because they're actually also pretty fun, not easy to do, and yeah, I think she's just a great character with great perks, if you know what I mean.
Fight.
Now first, there's a lot of Tekken tutorials on my channel, so don't forget to check that out and don't forget to subscribe. And now let's begin. So let me explain the combo to you, and the launcher we're going to use is down forward 2-1. If you don't know this move, it's a 15 frame launcher. It's actually a really great whiff finisher because of how big the range is, as you can see. But don't forget, it's launch punishable. So if you're playing against a Julia that does this all the time, don't forget to launch it, because it's a really great move, but if you don't launch it, it becomes too good of a move. Now the first thing you do is going to depend on the launcher you use, but if we use down forward 2-1, you're going to do a lashing arrow, which is her forward 3, which is a stance, and then tilde 1 gives her the lashing arrow. So we're going to launch him, lashing arrow, and then down forward 3 to give a knee. So yeah, lashing arrow, sorry. Down forward 3 into a party crasher. So our party crasher is a forward 1. It's a really fast move. I think it can come out at 12 frames because it's a forward input, and we're going to do the forward 1, and then we're going to do forward 2-1 into her stance with 3, and then we're going to do a lashing arrow again. So forward 2-1, 3 tilde 1. So that gives this, and then lashing arrow, party crasher, forward 2-1, 3 tilde 1. And this is where it becomes hard. So this was the easy part, and what you do then is you need to do her party crasher into 4, so forward 1, 4, which is if you put someone in the air, it's a spinning move. And this is going to be the hardest part, because after the lashing arrow she's going to be really low, so you have to time the forward 1, 4 at the exact right moment. And one tip I can give you is if you do a forward a lashing arrow, so forward 3-1, you can see Julia, and when she lands, then you start inputting the move, because a lot of people, and myself included, are going to input this move too fast, so you're only going to get a 1 instead of a forward 1. So let me show it to you again. So we do lashing arrow, down forward 3, forward 2-1, lashing arrow, and then into the party crasher, into the 4, and then you run in, and you just keep running until you're close, and then you do 2-1, because her 2-1 is this really long range ender that throws them really high up. So again, the hardest part of this combo is not doing this, but it's here. So that, and the other hard part is timing the 2-1 at the correct time to hit them in the air. So the ender, the spinning move and the ender are the hardest parts of this combo. So the biggest tips I can give you, they are the lashing arrow, watch until her foot comes on the ground and then start to input the party crasher, because otherwise you're going to input it way too early. You really have to practice those party crashers and practice doing those after a move, because that is not easy. And then in the end, once you do the combo here, let's try it again. here, this part you really need to, yeah, I was too late. You really need to practice the right time to start running. So you press forward, forward, you hold forward. So you start running and then you do 2, 1. But it's really about inputting that at the right moment, so you start running fast enough, and then yeah, you can hit them with it. Now the fun part about this combo is that it's not just for one launcher, it's a staple combo. It's your big boy staple. It's hard to do, but it's a staple. So because it's a staple, the end of the combo will always be the same. And what part is that? Well, it's the part from the down forward 3. So you do down forward 3, party crasher. So if I show this here, down forward 3, party crasher, and everything that comes after that is pretty much staple. Now how do you know what you do before the down forward 3? Well, the down forward 2, 1 throws them high up in the air, so you know you gotta do a lashing arrow. You also have quarter circle forward 2. This also throws them really high up in the air, so here we can also do a lashing arrow and then follow up with the combo. You need to delay that lashing arrow a bit, but okay. Now another thing we have is we can throw them up not really high but mid height. Let's say her hop kick, her up forward for 3, and there you do a forward 3, forward 3, which you got to input also pretty fast. So this is a fun part of the combo, and then down forward 3, and you can do the full combo here, as I showed you in the start. Now there are also a few launchers that will throw them a bit lower, so you have the while standing 1 here, or the down 4-1, which is the same move. Yeah, this thing doesn't throw them very high, so you can't really lashing arrow here, or you can't really do a forward 3 and then hit the down forward 3. So what you do is you do while standing 1, down forward 3, and then the same combo again. So down forward 3 into party crasher into that stuff, and that works. Let me show you that that works. See, it works. Oh, I thought it would hit the wall. Now the thing about the launching height, yeah, it will not always be right. So if I do a counter hit back 1 here, I can actually lashing arrow her and then do the combo. So yeah, you get to have a look at the combos and find it out. Now what I really like about this combo is just the fact that it's a staple. You can use it for almost every launcher, and once you know the combo and once you know the final part and how to do it, even though it's hard, you can use it for a lot of combos. So yeah, it's just a really fun combo, really fun to do. Now there's one combo that kind of uses the staple, but it doesn't use the down forward 3, and that is the magic 4. Now the magic 4, I want to give a tip about this too. Because I couldn't land it at the start, but now I know why. Now the magic 4 on whiff, if you try to forward dash after it, well, you can't really input the dash that fast. You gotta input it pretty late. So you might think, yeah, on hit it's the same, right? But it's not the same. So on hit you can actually input the forward way faster than you think. And this makes that if you input the forward and you do a 1, so you do a party crasher, well, it makes a party crasher hit. And now what is different here, yeah, I said that you don't need the down forward 3, so you do the party crasher, and then the stuff here. So let me show this, and then that, and then the finisher that is hard, so that's why I dropped it. Now there's one more staple I want to talk about, and that is the one you get from her back 4. So her back 4 doesn't look like a launcher, but you can launch it if you do a micro dash into a down forward 3+4. This is not that easy, but it is doable. So as you can see, you float her here and then you do a shotgun. Yeah, she has some really great names for her moves. So you do a shotgun into 4, which will make her go into clockwork stance, and then a 2, and then she spins. So if we put that together and like that, and then you do a finisher, I think this thing here, which is down forward 4 to back forward 1, because otherwise you won't get the spark here. Now the reason I'm showing you this is because down forward 3+4 actually picks up a lot of moves that you don't expect to be a launcher. So let's say you do up forward 3+4, which just hits her to the ground. Well, you can actually pick this up like that. So yeah, down forward 3+4, you gotta watch out for this move, because yeah, it picks up a lot of things you don't expect to be a launcher. Now if somebody knows, please tell me what this move is useful for. I know you can use it as at the wall as a really big damaging wall ender, but I'm talking about, let's say we're in the neutral and somebody does this to invade a move of me. well, she just jumps over me. So I'm not really sure why you would use this move. It's also, if they block it, it's also -13, sometimes -10, depending on whether you hit them in the head or the chest. And it's safe if you hit them in the legs, but in the legs it doesn't happen a lot. So yeah, if somebody can tell me what you use this move for, that would be great. So this concludes my video about Julia. I think she's a really fun character. She's actually also really good. Yeah, just put in the comments what you think of her, and I'll see you guys next time.